An auto service network. Looking for a mechanic is serious business. If we look on Google Maps, we see many. Some mechanics have good listings, some do not. Some have websites and some do not. Calling them can be a lot of work. Some do not answer the phone. Some of them have a receptionist. You can go in person, show up in the morning, noontime, or the afternoon. Sometimes you catch them at a good time. They can talk to you. You can learn about them. They hear you out. You can strike a relationship, maybe even a good deal, on the spot. As a mechanic, sometimes you are ready to receive a customer. You offer great reception. Your customer is impressed with you. Sometimes you are just too tired. Sometimes you are backed up. There are countless hurdles at opposite ends of striking a deal to hire and be hired for mechanic work. This app will help. All mechanics are presented with a similar classified advert format to present themselves, such as I specialize in brakes, tires, mufflers, or bodywork. The customer has the same format to present themselves, such as I have so and so make and model, and need brakes looked at, oil changed, dent work. With high hopes that many mechanics and car owners join our network, let us walk you through the process. You would begin by logging on. The mechanics would see each other, and the mechanics won't see each other, and the customers won't see each other. With just that, we have a great improvement to the whole mechanic hiring and getting hired process. Experience. No scheduled appointments. No waiting in lines. Once you logged on, you will be presented with all the mechanics if you are a customer, and all the customers if you are a mechanic. While the mechanic is free to initiate contact with customers, it is best to wait for the customer to contact you. As a customer, you may want to present your problem in more detail, such as I am looking for a mechanic that specializes in so and so, and invite mechanics to initiate contact. Or else, most customers will want to browse the mechanic's adverts and initiate contact themselves. And there you have it. You have yourself a point of contact without any hassles. Once you initiate contact, you are redirected to a chat page. There you can discuss the work in more detail, including pricing. Once you have struck a deal, it is up to the mechanic to take the next step. The mechanic has a button to initiate a work order. Once initiated, that work order will be presented to the customer. The customer can review the work order and decide to go ahead and seal the deal. From that point, you can just drop off your car. You can just work on the car and pay and get paid. So let's see it in action. Here I am logged in as a customer on the left, and here on the right I'm logged in as a mechanic. So just like the example we mentioned, I have so and so car here. I've set the title to I am a Honda owner, and I've put in a basic advert. Hi, I own a Honda this year. My brakes are squeaking, engine light is on. I'm looking for a mechanic. And then here we have a mechanic inviting customers who have Hondas to contact him. Say, my name's Steve. I have Steve's Mechanic Shop, and I specialize in Hondas. So you would click save, and that would be saved. You would click saved, and that would be saved. That's your advert. You can change it at any time. Now, when the mechanic here is logged on, we currently have just 4 customers. So hopefully in the future we have many more. But here you see the advert that we saved over here is presented over here. And then on the customer side, the customer sees Steve's Mechanic Shop, and I specialize in Hondas. So the customer would browse through here and browse through the classified adverts and pick one. And in this case, since this customer has a Honda, they'd probably be interested in contacting Steve's Mechanic Shop. And on the right, the mechanic shop, he specializes in Hondas, and he sees the Honda owner, so he may want to initiate contact. So let's suppose in this case that the customer initiates contact first, which would be most common. So the customer would click open chat and say, hi, how are you? Now at this point, a message has been sent to the mechanic. So when the mechanic logs in, he will see that I have a message. So he will browse these adverts and be thinking maybe I should contact this customer if since they have a Honda or not. But then here he sees someone has already contacted me. So he will want to open this and see what's this customer saying, and he sees a meet and greet, and the time is there, so he can say, okay, this was just like 5 minutes ago. Let's have a live chat. I'm fine. I see you need work on a Honda, and I specialize in Hondas. Send. And here the customer receives a message, and there we have it. We're communicating, and luckily this time we're both here at the same time. But if not, we could just keep going back. Maybe this conversation would take a day or two, going back and forth between whatever the lives keeps the lives busy of the customer and the mechanic busy in the shop. So eventually we'll say, okay, we have a deal, and then the mechanic would say, great, let me initiate a work order. So at this point, once the conversation has gone to a point where they've struck a deal and they're ready to continue to initiate work, it's the mechanic's job now. The mechanic must take the next step and click this initiate work order. That will take him to a form, so he will say, oh, based on what they discussed, perhaps the customer wanted the brakes worked on, so he might have a work order number in his system, or whatever. Perhaps he could just make it on the spot, brake work, and give details, check brakes, maybe $50, or I'm not sure how much mechanics charge. Replace pads, however much that might charge. Maybe let's just say that was 200, and then here, so the cost estimate, he might put 250 to 350. And then he will it says the work order has been issued to the customer, so his confirmation. He might come back here and say, okay, I have initiated a work order. Let me know if it is all to your liking, as we discussed and agreed. And here at the customer side, she will come back, and she will go to the orders and see that it's brake work orders there, and then she will say, oh wait, it says $0. She'll come back and say, oh, $0. Something is off. So in that case, they won't want to initiate it, and then they can discuss some more, and then he might go back and make another one. Oh, sorry, that was a mistake. It's supposed to be 250, and now the customer will say, oh, then he might come back here and say, oh, I have issued a correct work order. Never mind the last one. And then she finds out here, on the customer finds out and says, okay, let me see, and goes to, let's wait for so the customer got that, okay, let me see, and goes to order, and then says, okay, brake work 250, yep, that's what I wanted, and okay, I approve it. Now the mechanic now goes over here and finds it's been approved. The previous one is pending approval, and it was not approved, so it's just sitting there, but this one is approved, so we have a deal. Now all that's left, as we said before, is just drop off the car, work on the car, pay and get paid. So I think, I hope that this is something that customers will appreciate and benefit from, and the mechanics will appreciate, and there can be easy transactions happening. So the website is torontomechanic.co. If you could just give it a try. Thank you very much. Have a great day.